Interps are a whole new branch of speech and debate. If you think about the NSDA, the National Speech and Debate Association, it technically could actually be called a National Speech and Debate and Interpretation Association because there's three main branches. So we know we have debate events like Lincoln Douglas and Policy and SPAR, and these are some we'll learn in the future. Then there's also speaking events like extemp and oratory, and here's some more we're going to learn in the future. But there's a whole other branch that we haven't been able to touch on, and these ones are really fun, but very different than anything you've seen before. So today we're going to focus on just two types of interps, which are duo and humorous, but think of interps as way more of a performance. That unlike debate events and speech events where you're making arguments, interps, you are telling a story. That's the biggest idea. You take someone else's published story and you figure out how to act it out. They use voices, they pantomime. These are based way more on acting skills. And they're really truly meant to be entertaining because they're literally acting out a plot line. They're acting out a story. So I have seen interps on Harry Potter. I've seen interps on children's books like Charlotte's Web. You're not writing the words yourself. It's a lot different than debate and speech that way. You are interpreting someone else's words and you're making it come to life. So in some of the performances today, you'll see a common pattern where their AGD, their hook, is a bit of the story, and then they stop and do an introduction. And the introduction is where they will tell you who wrote the story, what the story is, and give a little overview. And then they'll transition back into bringing the story to life. Those transitions in the interps world are called popping. A lot of times you'll see people who turn around and make a certain sound effect because they're trying to show you that there's a change in the story, that they're transitioning to a different part. So less about arguments, more about storytelling, a lot more acting skills, and very entertaining to watch. So enjoy.